Hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast. How does that sound?
It sounds good.
Sounds good, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm David, but most people call me Origi, and I'm here with
Era boy.
yeah.
The humble era boy. I have to evolve because people will think I lost my train of thought.
You gotta talk about your mouth.
Continue.
So I'm a petroleum and gas engineer, just so you know. No rename me because you see me for a podcast.
I'm a civil engineer, just so you know.
So we're here to show our funny side because of His Excellency himself.
Told us that we should go and hustle.
Yeah. So you just want to come here and just yarn, you know?
And the main reason for doing this is because when I not tell us say this podcast get money, now let's go find us by ourselves.
Guy. And Mike no book cost like that too.
No cost. Where did you stop?
Yeah, we're talking about how easy it was to get these mics.
Yeah, really easy.
Yeah, you see all those comments on TikTok, right? Where they say like podcast people they need to start doing exams before they give them mics. But like now we got this mic so easily. Yeah, like it's your fault.
Is it people's fault for allowing us to do this?
Like did they change anthem instead of maybe they restrict the way they do podcasts? Like
bro, this is done. From now on, whoever wants to join podcast now, we're so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
We're
in the market.
We have closed the door behind us.
Yeah, so the name of this podcast is Smallboy Yarns. And you should know that Edwin picked this name. Before you come out at me, you have to know that Edwin picked this name himself.
First of all,
I wanted to use backbenchers, but he was like, it's too generic.
First of all, at episode 5, you will realize why I chose Smallboy Podcast.
Yeah.
Because you will see how unfiltered the conversations will be. And it won't even be because it's on purpose. It's just because our ideas, it goes through our mouths before it goes through our head.
Real man.
It has to be,
Real man.
It has to be very, very. You have to have a very high tolerance of jokes to understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, so if you have a short fuse, fuck off now.
Fuck off.
Notice how I used fuck off.
Go and watch.
I didn't tell you to go off. I told you to fuck off.
Go and watch
because
Mr. Beast. This is not the place for
we don't need to dash money here at all. At all, man.
Even credit will not dash.
At all, man. At all. So, how's your year been, bro?
My brother, for the fact that you are seeing me here right now with
You know now.
the year has been very tough. But, we give God the glory. And for the fact that we are here in December, how many more days before 2025?
We'll be there 2025.
We'll be there.
And like, notice how we started the podcast the month before 2025. Because, when you start something beginning of the year, you never really complete it.
Yeah.
So, we are beating the matrix by starting
matrix
right now.
So, we cannot call this our New Year's plan or New Year's
Yeah, so it's our
resolution.
end of year
resolution.
5 steps ahead. You don't know these things.
The idea of New Year's resolution is to be the person you want to be
By the end of the year.
By the end of the year. But this one is
We are the person we want to be already by the end of the year.
you understand?
So start the new year
And-
as that person.
And end of the year resolution is also the kind of after the year don't show you shaggy, you be like, if I continue on this trajectory, I will be dead this time next year. So I'm going to have to sit up.
Yeah, for real, bro, for real. Yeah. And the country is bad when your church doesn't have anything to actually thank God for. Bro. Because in my church Thanksgiving, we thank God for oxygen this year, bro. Oxygen.
There is nothing to thank God for again, bro.
This nigga thought he actually went to the hospitals and asked them how much they need to sell oxygen so that he could come and give this whole speech about how God gives you oxygen.
He himself wasn't under any oxygen or didn't.
No, he went to the hospital, asked them how much did they sell oxygen, just so he could come and tell us that oxygen is very expensive. God shall give you oxygen. I know
that means we have to go and then thank God for almost everything that we have now. We thank God for the fishes in the ocean.
Yes,
thank Him for everything.
Even though
we not be fishermen, we'll thank Him that they are there.
At least you see that God has done something now. But let's not go very feast.
But my church is even more crazy because we are not thanking God for oxygen. Our own is offering for before offerings just used to be for you pay offerings that day, and then you pay your tithe. Then once in a while you do building offering.
Yeah.
But now we are giving offering for thanking God for pastor's life. You will give offering that the building is still standing.
And the building is old though, at least it's standing.
You will give offering that you are here today. Now it's just a money grabbing.
I want to just divide 1K to 5 parts now. End of the matrix, bro.
Are you doing? Abi, you are not doing.
Yeah, that new 200 naira currency. To 5 parts.
Have you noticed that in clubs anymore, nobody's spraying 1K. It's now to 200.
They play now.
Because
They play now. Bowlers don't they shot their balling. Even though Seamen now, not 200 naira is playing. Wait till I come spray.
what you mean when they collect in euros?
guy. Africa has the best player. This spray to 200 naira. No, I can't go spray this day.
Yeah, I mean, but do you remember that moment in secondary school when you are forgotten during visiting day?
Yeah.
Bro, my younger brother recently, his visiting day just passed. And then I was told this morning, I was called, my auntie called me like, Daniel's visiting day was 3 days ago. And I was like, he didn't tell me. How will I know? Nobody knew. Then I didn't feel bad because at first I was like,
you don't feel bad.
I was like, he did tell us now. But then eventually I was like, I remembered how it was when nobody came for my visiting day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But I want to ask you
remember the
something, bro. Like, I ever gotten tested for being neurodivergent? Because we're talking about a whole different thing. Like this just came to your head. I ever been tested for ADHD or something like that? Because we're talking about a whole different matter.
It's wherever the spirit leads me is where I will come.
And that's why I'm here. He's not even high.
I'm never high.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm maintaining my deen.
Yeah. How many times have you locked in this year?
Bro, I locked in February, March, and April. Then I stopped locking in because I started to think that probably I have to go and rethink what locking in means for me.
Guy.
Because everybody has their own thing on locking in. For you, locking in might be you stop doing that thing that you were like, you thought that was stopping you back, or just focus more on whatever you are doing now. So me, I felt like my locking in was to lock in on my business and on work, but I locked in. Tinubu locked me out.
Never to be seen again.
I came back and I locked in again. He locked me out. So I stopped locking in.
I feel like every moment you try to lock in, they increase fuel again.
My bro.
Just to prove to you
that you can never lock in this country.
Remember when we were yabbing this nigga like Bala Blue? He just knows when we're about to lock in again.
He knows.
As soon as you say you're locking in again, he's increasing fuel again.
And the craziest part of it is that I don't even understand this fuel thing. Are we not the owners of the crude itself?
Nah, bro.
Literally, that's what it means.
Bro.
And then we have a refinery. And then we're still paying over 1,000 naira per liter. It's like your father owns a bakery.
But like, you don't understand. I feel like you don't, like, how would Tinubu park his Lamborghini on top of his second super yacht? You have to be considerate, bro. Like, how Dangote do that
He
shit,
has
bro?
to flex too, man.
Yes, now.
They have to flex.
Like, you're just buying 100 naira. You're buying 4 for 100 naira. And like, he could only buy a super yacht.
Yeah.
Now you're buying for 1K. At least now he can park his Lamborghini on his super yacht.
And he can park his super yacht on his island.
Yes, now. Yes, now.
While Nigerians are finding it hard to soak Gary.
That's you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even bandits no get bullet again.
Yeah.
That is why
now punch bandits they punch.
I say make I give you this update. The reason why insecurity has gone down is not because of any soldier, it's because they don't have money to buy ammunition. So thanks Tinubu. The country is now safe.
If we jam bandits now beat you.
Beat you.
Even knife hard though. It just doesn't produce anything. No knives or anything.
Ammunition's hard, bro.
It's crazy. So like, what have you been doing since we graduated?
Bro, I started this property realty because it was like overnight that I realized that properties in this country are being sold for ridiculous amounts of money, and just getting a small percentage of that can be very very sustainable, especially when you are a young man and with not that much responsibilities. God help me say all these years of my life, I no catch any girl, give a belly for somewhere. So I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah.
Baba God, I appreciate you.
Yeah. You know, after all this English way you talk now, how many clients have you actually got? Is it to say, oh, I want to dive into them equity firms or like some shit like that? But like, how much are you actually getting from this shit?
It is like you forgotten what I said earlier. I locked in. Tinubu
Locked
locked me
us
out. It is just as if when I jumped into that business, people stopped buying properties. I was like, waiting for me to finish school. I was like,
It reached our turn.
it reached my turn now. Everybody want the rent.
Yeah, at
Nobody
this
wants
point, I think I've done everything, bro.
Bro, how is Susan Electronics going now?
For you that
Tell
don't
them
know,
why it's named Susan.
for you that don't know, I also own a solar installation business called Susan Solar. So basically, we install solar, basically, yeah. And like you might ask, why is it Susan? But leave that for another day. Leave that for another day. Leave that for another day.
Stay tuned, episode 2.
Episode 2, I'll explain why his name is Susan. So, yeah.
So, bro, what are your plans for this Christmas now?
I say make a go Rayman. He says 70,000.
I'm not going to Rema for shit. Bro,
you don't gigi. I'm not financially responsible.
I know the other.
I'm not made lucky you don't pay me.
Me, my plan now just to find very fine Igbo girl where we go do Opwe together. That is my Christmas. That's my plan for this Christmas, bro. But the people I pity the most during Christmas are people that every Christmas have to travel to the village. Like, I congratulate you guys for that kind of commitment.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Go to the village every Christmas, and then you go to the village.
Like one of our guys.
It's just debit. I'm telling you, anywhere outside of your house is debit alert. And I'm not interested in any of that.
Yeah, but the guy going to do fake life, Sha, because he didn't like his porn. He's saving his money.
He's investing in BTC.
As about 2024. He'll be there.
No matter what. Guy.
But like still, it's funny how like no matter how bad the country goes, like people still have money to steal, like through extravagant
Most
parties
definitely,
and also it makes you feel like it's only you
It's only you that is going through
that is going through this shit at
Take
some
for
point.
example, no matter how much the economy wants to get bad, I promise you, people like Bad Boy Jago will still be around.
Fuck man.
No matter how much, if they want to sell dollar for 20,000 naira, people like Bad Boy Jago would carry $100,000 and give his girlfriend because
that guy spent
nigga.
like allegedly from his own side of the story, he spent 200 million on a girl in 2 weeks. I feel like I'd be embarrassed to tell people that shit.
I'd be embarrassed to even look through my statement of account.
I spent 200 million on a girl. Not like I'm a stingy guy.
No.
But like
I'm financially responsible.
Like I just 200 million on a girl, and like you now come and start bitching to us about it.
Come on, what am I supposed to do? So can collect the money from?
That's 200 million. You don't find me 10K.
Make I first see from.
He got the deal my
they tell
matter
us?
say like she pity for you or some shit like that.
I think what hurts him the most in all of that is the fact that she left him at the end of the day. And that's one thing that I think people have to come to the realization of.
Money can't unlame you.
Money can't. Money
can't unlame you, man.
Nigga, if you're
Yeah, you have
lame,
it or you
you're
have
lame.
it. But like that's still good. There's always a girl. There's also a lame girl that is out there for you too.
If
you don't have to be really
there are
cool
girls
and
that
all,
if you
but-
have 100K in your account, there are girls that you can maintain with 100K.
Yes,
there are girls for any standard in which you want
Yeah.
to. It's just you that you
But like
decide to spend.
you spending 200 million in 2 weeks. That's just, I don't say bitch ass move, but bro,
Nigga, I can
bro.
I feel like if it was probably a smarter person. This is not me calling Bad Boy Jago a stupid person or whatever, but I think another person in that
I
situation.
mean, get money pass us. You are going to get money pass us,
bro.
stupid.
No. So another person in that position would have probably known how to stretch, even if it's 10 million within those 2
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I feel
what
like
are you buying?
I feel like you should know how to stretch your money. Like,
People don't really understand how much 200 million is. There are not a lot of things that are
I can actually conceptualize
You
what
understand?
200 million naira actually is.
200 million in 2 weeks is crazy. It's crazy. And for the fact that nobody like say they buy her properties.
Like,
That means
just spending, bro.
just spending recklessly for things that are not here today. Like, okay, now she's left and she's in a really new relationship, and
Oh, she's in a new relationship.
that's what he's bitching about. That at the end of the day she left him. So that means even in the new relationship she's in, there is no evidence of that 200 million naira in her current relationship.
Well,
It's
that new nigga probably doesn't have up to 200
that
million.
new nigga probably doesn't
It's just
have
somewhere that was actually cool.
50 million. You understand? It's just, I think it's mostly prioritizing what is important to you. Probably he was like, that's what is important to him at that time, and that's why he prioritized her and spending on her. But you don't need money, or at least you don't need that much money to take care of yourself and take care of a girl.
But then again, what I've learned is that you really can't judge unless you're in the situation. And I've not been in the situation to spend 200
I have
million.
never
Maybe
been.
one day, but
Inshallah, I will be there.
yeah, I actually want to be in a situation where I spend 200 million and people call me stupid. like, that's grace, bro.
If it's grace when you spend 200 million, but you have 2 billion somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like he does have 2 billion somewhere. He should.
I don't think so. 2 billion, like I said, is a lot of money.
Well,
Bro, so 2 billion is probably around $1.7 million or 1.5. To have $2 billion,
yeah.
you must have a lot of motion. And that
2
motion,
billion naira.
no, to have two
I beg you.
2 billion
Yes,
naira.
please.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, though. I beg.
To have 2 billion naira, you still have to have a lot of motion, bro. Because what contracts or what deals or what are you doing to get you 2 billion? I think even Billard is a billionaire in naira, but not in dollars.
Yeah, no, it means be billionaire. There are only like how many in the world? About 3,000.
How many are in Nigeria?
No, but there are enough in Nigeria. We just don't know who they are. I think.
I think so. Yeah, too. Did you see this thing of that Zamfara governor?
That he declared about 2 trillion barrels.
3 trillion naira, bro. That's in billions of dollars now.
I can't even pronounce it. He cheesed up.
Before he was governor, nobody knew this guy.
So
that means there are people like him as well.
3 trillion naira.
That's a lot. That is a lot of 200 million.
I know you say he spent 200 million on top, baby. That nigga greedy as hell.
You would never hear that, bro. If he's not married to you, or if you don't share blood with him, you can go and fuck yourself, bro.
Bro, and like back to world news. Did you hear of that guy, that CEO that got shot?
Whoever sent John Wick to kill that man, we need to apologize to that person.
Execution 100.
Did you see that the police, after the police described the killing, the next thing was to start sucking the killer's dick.
Yeah, they're just glazing this
that
nigga.
They have never seen such precision, such accuracy. I was like, what?
Employ the nigga at this moment,
What?
bro.
Like,
And like,
that's
funny
some video
enough,
game
Bab,
shit, bro.
you know how this American intelligence works?
Yeah.
They could find the nigga in Sambisa Forest,
Find nigga.
but they can't find a nigga in America.
They can't find this nigga was on a scooter and went back into traffic and is in thin air.
Yeah, he not going to Central Park. Probably got a change of clothes and like just.
Probably, definitely. He was on a ski mask before the shooting. That means he was smart enough to
know that,
wear
like,
his ski masks for miles before he got there because he knows security cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and I like the whole, the whole movie way he did it. Like,
Very cinematic of
yeah,
him.
very cinematic. That's what I'm looking for. Very cinematic way he did it. The whole using a silencer, the whole pulling up at his back, the whole inscribing, deny, delay on the black casing. That guy knew what he was, and like you can't catch that nigga.
You can't catch that guy.
They put out 10K to catch that nigga. It took you 10K to catch John Wick, bro.
10M, I'm not catching John Wick.
10K to snitch on John Wick. Are you mad?
You know, and I think that this is just me thinking, but I think that he did that thing from a place of hurt, in the sense that the company that CEO was in charge of had probably fucked that guy in one way or the other, that had made him do that.
Yeah.
This
You
is
could
personal.
tell. You could tell.
This wasn't a random thing, and moreover, these are billionaires. Billionaires.
But like, he didn't have any security.
No, this is not Nigeria. These niggas walk around.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a thing where, how did he even know? Okay, how did John Wick? Let's call him John Wick.
Yeah.
How did John Wick know that this billionaire was going to be there? He looked
At a
up this
specific time.
Yeah, he looked up this company schedule, saw that the board of directors for the company had a meeting that day at that moment.
Crazy.
You understand?
Crazy.
So, if not for that meeting that was supposed to be held that day, this John Wick would have not had the opportunity to meet this guy anywhere else. Because the places that CEO lives or and socializes, John Wick can't get to those kind of places.
Yeah.
You know?
So he timed it to perfection. And I call him at the cleanest
This is
point.
crazy premeditation.
Nah.
You know?
What make that nigga that mad?
My own is
What they gotta do to make that nigga that mad?
my prayer point since that day, since I saw that news, has always been that God should guide me in a way that I never annoy somebody to that extent. Has been my prayer point, that I would never do something to somebody that somebody would go and open an encyclopedia of murder.
guy,
just
plan
to
you.
get me, bro.
That's the definition of me cannot plan you.
We cannot plan you, because what?
Aye.
That was too efficient.
I hope that nigga escapes, sha. I hope they
means-
never catch him. Like,
That means if
we have one more job for him
one more job,
in this.
Don't
Let me not go that far.
don't do that.
I just start podcast. We don't come carry
This
me.
freedom of speech you're enjoying can be suspended. at
But
any
we need him
moment.
for one more job.
One more job, but the job, he should DM us.
We not go talk on camera. No be. No be give out.
We can't say it on air. So he should DM us, and then we would inform you of what's going on.
Yeah.
So what's going on, my bro?
Nothing much, bro.
Nah, you can't say nothing much, bro. You look cheesed up. I told you, Susan Electronics.
Susan Solar.
Susan Electronics. Bitch, I told him Susan Electronics is a better name, bro.
Nah, I
Electronics is a
prefer
better
Susan
name.
Solar because it's power from the sun, innit?
Well, you know, Sony Electronics, you know, you can also widen your scope to be that you are supplying more than solar panels and shit like that.
Now to just get one Igbo man now.
one name.
One name.
Very sufficient one name.
Yeah,
That
if you go good markets, guy, you get to see Chiotos. You get to see on what you cars.
This is
I could dare you search up any Igbo name. It's connected to a business.
bro. When I was registering my company, if you go on, you know this CAC thing, you go and reserve a name. On that name reservation, type any Igbo name that comes to your head. It will either be let's say Chinedu Investments or
Every Igbo name is
what?
taken.
But that is a should I applaud the Igbo men in the country, because
Yeah, they working so hard to push
Their-
the economy
their
so they
paper
can
chase.
jaye
Ooh.
on Christmas.
their paper chase is unmatched.
Unmatched.
Their paper chase is unmatched. So I think being on the paper chase is, you know, my problem with money is that I've always avoided the love of money.
Yeah.
But I want it. And my fear is that if I get a lot of it, I might fall in love. Probably now why God never give me plenty.
I have never avoided the love of money. I love money and I'm not even Igbo. Every day they do.
Who doesn't love money?
They do integrity, bro.
Money, nigga.
I know where I stand.
Guy, have you seen the crazy shit people do for money, bro?
Guy, if I had money, like money, like
Yeah.
8 figures
I
money,
feel like you're
bro.
the kind of stupid nigga that'll be spending 200 million in 3 days. I'm begging.
Nah, I feel like if I had money, I just used to bully people, bro.
Bully people.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because
The way they are bullying you, do you like it?
because I was in primary school, I was bullied because I was not have strength. So let me bully with money.
You have been a weak
You
ass
can't
nigga
say
sometime,
shit about
bro.
me, bro. Like that John Wick nigga, I'll just get his number. He just be my personal man, bro. Everywhere, man. Just say shit about me on the internet. I'm coming for you, bro.
and-
Like,
It's so crazy that
Mm-hmm.
there are probably 100,000 John Wicks roaming the streets.
yeah. I like the naming ceremony for all this.
They born this nigga. This nigga
I was a baby before, bro.
These people have birth certificates, my bro. These people are human beings
Guy, it's crazy, man.
that just roam the streets and but it's clear that guy has very high military training.
Yeah, but have you watched The Equalizer?
No, I haven't.
For real?
Real shit.
What's that his name again? This black guy. I think he acted this new movie.
Oh, the actor, the Gladiator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know him.
What's that his name again?
Something Washington.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the star of The Equalizer, and I feel like the events in that shooting was more like The Equalizer than any other thing.
Okay.
Because if you watch The Equalizer, his own is that just don't piss him off.
Just don't get in his way.
He's a normal guy walking your streets, doing everything normally, but just don't piss that nigga off. And if you piss him off, but he doesn't like bring a gun and just shoot you. He will plan you.
Real shit.
And like when he comes, he comes.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Pause. But when he arrives, he arrives, man. I think that's better.
That's better.
Yeah. So that's the thing about that nigga, bro.
But what really drives you to be that kind of,
That angry.
to be that vindictive?
I feel like people are actually really angry all the time, but
Yeah.
they just don't have a way of expressing it.
Yeah.
That's why you say, money brings out the real you. But like, no, that's always been you.
That's always
You just
been
not
you.
had the means to
Yeah.
act on it. That kind of thing. So
That means whoever disbladed you now
Mm-hmm.
because of money has always wanted to disblad you.
yeah. It's always been in his mind.
It's always been in his
He
mind.
just needed an opportunity. And like
that
money just gave him the
That
opportunity.
opportunity came quickly. You know,
Pause.
and that opportunity
One.
arrived quickly.
right. Yeah.
But you know, for a quick second, quickly, just go back to
Mm-hmm.
Bad Boy Jaguar. I just had a thought. I was like, if this girl didn't do this to Bad Boy Jago,
Mm-hmm.
Bad Boy Jago would have done it to her. Bad Boy Jago would have walked away from that relationship being the winner.
Abi?
If she didn't, you have to understand that girl probably she actually outplayed him.
Yeah. He just pissed that he didn't get to do it.
He didn't. Yes, that's what he's pissed for. That
Yeah.
after all his money, he still feels like he lost, even though there is no reason for him to feel like he lost because number one, she's not your wife. Number
Just your
two,
turn, nigga.
it was just your turn, broski.
Real shot.
And then you wanted your turn to last. When clock day.
I just hope the nigga that's flying her right now is not
That-
doesn't have up to that
No.
200 million. Just say he learns the lesson.
I hope he does, so that if he does have up to that 200 million,
Yeah.
it probably would.
But they say you can't judge a matter until like you've experienced the matter personally. So you guys should push us so that we can get 200 million, so that we can spend on bits. So that you can now
Then I'll
judge
come
us.
and tell you.
Yeah. What you really do? It really makes sense.
Is that good? Why?
It really makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
But for real though, the support will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. So just this is your reminder to like subscribe and
and like
not as if I give you any meaningful information in this podcast. We're just here to
we're
like
just here to vibe.
to elevate you of your boredom.
Yes,
And just watch this while you're walking or some shit.
and increase your what's that word?
For what? You're trying to describe.
Your sense of humor.
Yeah.
We're trying to increase your sense of humor.
Yeah.
Next time, let's say you are kidnapped and the kidnappers are making jokes. Even in that situation, you might end up laughing.
Yeah. Because I don't feel like I laugh if I get
Laugh
kidnapped.
at what?
Like, what made you choose me, nigga?
I might choose you.
I'm not Bad Boy Jago. Like,
Please don't do
We
that.
spent 100 million on
People like
Tom
Bodiago will never get kidnapped.
I mean, it's more security, isn't it?
With too much security, they are always not in one place. You know, to be kidnapped, you have to be very predictable. They should know where you are at a specific moment.
We so to kidnappers know the plan. Drag Tiana for your back. Carry you there.
But that got kidnappers. A black saying that X and O they do to decide who they go kidnap.
Oh, any random person, man. I just hope that they should just probably like go to like one of these posh areas like GRE,
But-
and like try and get somebody there.
But
You
you
just
know,
assume.
I
that
think
there's, like,
that's one of the problems that Nigeria is facing, and I think the West isn't.
Well,
Random acts of violence. That's why it actually does. If okay, let's say now this CEO that was just killed by John Wick has made not headline worldwide news, right? How many rep members, how many politicians are being killed by their political rivals almost every year?
yeah,
You understand? And it doesn't even make national news.
yeah,
You know, because random acts of violence has more or less been expected. Nigeria is a country whereby you would see 150 people were killed in Sokoto, and
like it's not news.
then except from that moment of yeah, it's done.
And like, you know that time they didn't Black Lives Matter and all. Like, I really supported the whole movement and all. But that same period in time, people were killed in Kaduna. And like, people in this country didn't care.
During the Black Lives Matter at its peak was during lockdown.
Yeah,
When people killed at toll gate,
yeah.
who cared?
So we need to do more
It was for a moment and then it was done.
Yeah. So we need to do more to like
really do more.
actually support like our own country people.
Yeah.
First, support us. I'll come by Mike. You know,
As your countryman.
Mike, no chibo.
Mike, not you.
It's easy. You don't buy Mike. Buy this whole set of all these things. And you don't go laugh, okay? You don't have said fuck off. Your problem pass us.
I said go and watch Mr. Beast.
Right, so like we don't have much to say. This is like the pilot episode. This is our first episode. So
But I promise you more and more and more and more to come.
yeah, we'd have more content, and like we
Most
do hope
definitely.
on releasing every Friday. Pause.
We do hope on arriving every Friday.
Yeah, arriving every Friday. That's a great thing, by the way. So this is episode 1 of the Smallboy Yarns
And like always, I will remain Era Boy.
and Origi.